How to recoat a timber floor with technical wood care expert Andy Palmer.
Do you remember how good your timber floor looked when it was freshly coated? You can get that freshly coated finish much easier than you think with Cabot CFP floor water-based. Up until now, if you've wanted to recoat your floors, you've needed to sand the surface. Floor coatings were just so tough that no new coating would stick to the old coating, so it had to be sanded back before anything else could go down. Well, not anymore. Cabot CFP water-based is a floor coating that will stick to your old floors without having to sand them. Takes all the hard work out of the recoating floors, and it makes for a simple weekend DIY project. All you'll need is Cabot's floor clean to prepare the floors. Then CFP floor water-based, you can choose gloss or satin, plus a mop, roller tray, short nap roller and a brush for cutting in. So here's our floor. You can see it's dull and lifeless. Years of traffic has taken its toll. Whilst we don't have to sand it back, we do need to give it a good clean to get rid of any dirt, wax or oil that will affect the coating. Mix Cabot's floor clean with water and mop it over the floor. Give any visibly dirty areas a good going over. Wipe it clean and let it dry. To be sure that the new coating will stick to your floor, you'll need to do an adhesion test. Find an inconspicuous area and coat a small area with CFP floor. Leave it to dry for 3 hours. Firmly apply sticky tape to the test patch and then rip it off quickly. If the coating stays intact on the floor, it's past the adhesion test and you can coat without having to sand. Stir the can thoroughly. Don't shake it because that will form little bubbles that will end up in your finish. Cutting around the edges with the brush. Just cutting a few boards at a time. It's important that your cutting area is still wet and you roll up to it. If you cut in too much and it gets dry, you may not be able to blend the edging. Using the roller, coat a few boards at a time. Work the full length of a few boards from one edge to the other. Make sure you plan your path over the floor. You don't want to paint yourself into a corner. Once you've coated the floor, let it dry. You don't want any particles landing in the finish whilst it's still wet. So before you start, make sure everything is dusted and vacuumed and try to eliminate any bruises or drafts throughout the house. Cabot CFP floor water-based is low odour. You won't stick out the house with fumes. Once it's dry in about 4 hours, repeat the coating process for a second coat. Because we haven't sanded off the old coating, 2 coats should do it. And that's all there is to it. This floor will be dry enough to walk on in socks in 4 hours, but I'll wait 24 hours before I put the furniture back in its place.
Cabot's. Wood care made easy.